We know that cancer can be a tough opponent, but we're here to remind you that it's not bigger than you. Welcome to the Big C, It's Not Bigger Than Me, the podcast that's all about empowering cancer patients, survivors and caregivers to take on the fight with positivity and determination. So on today's show we have one very important member of Cancer United. He's one of the original See You Fitter members, was here waiting for the doors to open. It's Rodney Brown and his son Barney, and it's going to be very interesting, so I hope you enjoy it.
Barney goes, I've done 21, and Rodney goes, ha ha, 22.
Oh, Dwayne, this is the last episode in the series.
Yeah, it's gone fast,
Hasn't it gone fast? We've had some amazing people, haven't we, on really with some really interesting stories, some very funny stories, some a bit more poignant, uplifting, but I think, what's the common denominator with them all, do you think?
Well, us, I think, isn't it? Cancer United.
It is.
I mean, without us, they wouldn't have met the people they've met or be doing the things that they're doing, which is great, really.
But I think the one thing that I've noticed throughout everyone that's been kind enough to come on the show is they're all very positive. They've all got a positive outlook. There's nothing negative in their thoughts. They're all determined, and I think that is very defining through the members. And I think it's what we look for to work with, don't we?
Yeah, I think it's what what we're about. We're a positive charity, even though, as we know, cancer is not a positive subject or disease. No. You can always find positivity in something, isn't it? And I think you always said that it's always about what they can do, not about what they can't do, and then helping them build up from that. So
not to be defined by what you can't do.
No.
And I think I'm sure that everybody that's listening to this podcast will be inspired and motivated and helped by the people that we've had. And I'm really looking forward to having Rodney Brown and his son Barney.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, he's an absolute charmer, isn't he?
I think he's coming up to his late 80s, I think, and he's just so delightful to have him part of the class. I mean, and his exercise is great. I mean, he challenges Barney, his son, in different ways, but they all had fun, which is really important.
I mean, it's amazing that he's been here 8 years. And he's been with all sorts of guys, he's made friends with all sorts of guys, but he keeps up.
Yes, he does, yeah.
And it's incredible, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
He just keeps up, and he's on their level, which is fantastic. So I think it really says that it's not about age. You can have someone with cancer at 21 and someone with cancer in the late 80s. As long as they're positive and their mindset's the same, it's fine. They can all work together.
Yeah.
You know? So looking forward to it. Are you?
Yes, indeed.
Let's go for it. Well, welcome, Rodney and Barney. We call them the Brown brothers, don't we?
Yeah. Yes. You are brothers, aren't you?
Yeah, he wishes.
So we're really delighted to have them both here today. Rod is I was going to say very old member, but you're one of the original See You Fitter members, aren't you?
The very original.
Yes, the very original, from when the gym was first launched. You were there champing at the bit to get in the door.
I was indeed.
You were.
Yeah.
And then enjoyed it so much that you introduced Barney to us. Is that
correct?
Right? Yeah, correct. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're very delighted to have Barney with us today, aren't we?
Yeah, so just to let you know, they're not really brothers. They're father and son.
You can tell that. You can't see them, but they do look alike.
But we started calling them the Barney brothers, the Brown brothers in class, and I think it's stuck.
So really today, and we're so happy that you're with us because you're a very important person, as you're a founder member of See You Fitter. That makes you a bit special. We'd just like to sort of ask you a few questions, really.
Yeah.
Just about how you felt about being with us all this time, what it's done for you, how it's changed your life. So can you just tell us, Rod, how did you hear about us initially? How did you hear about See You Fitter and the gym?
Through the council.
Oh, did you?
Yes,
the
wellbeing team.
Oh, well done to the wellbeing team.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah. And I advised to go to them by my doctor,
Okay.
and the wellbeing team put me in touch with Cancer United.
Oh, I must have been the one that spoke to you on the phone then, because I used to take all the calls in those days.
Yes, you were.
And I captured you straight away.
Yeah, I spoke to you more then than I do now,
Oh,
in
no,
fact.
darling, I know.
Yeah, but we have a nice young lady now.
We do. We've had lots of nice young ladies, haven't we?
We certainly have.
So the wellbeing team told you to come, and you phoned us, and then you joined.
Yes.
What's kept you here?
Basically, as Dwayne knows, I couldn't get up those stairs hardly when I started.
Really?
After my 8 weeks radiotherapy.
Oh yes.
And eventually, with the gym exercise, especially I think the boxing in those days,
Yes.
that was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that immensely, and I used to box at school,
Oh, did you?
so I knew where I was coming from on that,
Yeah.
and we all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And eventually, I could walk up the stairs, and then I got fitter and fitter, and I'm eventually back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
And the old heart rate is fine, and it's really, I think, saved my life, really.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Done
thing to
wonders
hear.
for you, isn't it?
That's really good.
And I think you enjoy the social side as well, don't you?
Oh, very much. Yeah,
Dwayne's humour.
We have a bit of a laugh, don't we?
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's
it's been great, absolutely great, yeah.
So you saw a change, did you, Barney, from the time Dad came here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was one of his team of drivers over to the Sussex County Hospital when you were having your radiotherapy, and
Oh yeah, you were.
then Dad would talk about the gym and the setup here, and I'd had a mild heart attack myself 4 years ago, and Dad encouraged me to come along and see what it was like, and that's got to be 3 years.
Yeah.
Yes, it has, yeah.
And I'm still here and thoroughly enjoying it, and I think also it's done wonders for my fitness and my strength
That's good.
and well-being, so I'm very grateful
And I think
and
it's
still enjoying it.
it's lovely to see you come with your dad, and we encourage that, don't we? That
Yeah.
people who
Yeah,
have
family,
professional-
friends,
Yes,
that
It's
kind of
good for us.
support is
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
I mean, especially now because I know you're not driving currently, are you?
No, I've stopped driving.
Stop driving.
Yeah.
So Barney obviously picks you up and brings you, which is nice. I think
Yeah.
sometimes when you have a support of someone bringing you to something, so that's half the barrier, beating that barrier really.
Yeah.
And then it encourages you both to come to exercise together, which I
Yeah.
think that the support there is
Yeah.
is great. And obviously when we, you know, very different in regards to ages, but obviously when we do the exercises, obviously I give lots of different levels for you to work at, and
Yeah.
lots of different choices, so you can kind of, so often, for example, if we did things like reverse crunches, Rodney would do them from the floor, and then Barney would do something crazy on the, oh no, Rodney would work from the chair, and then Barney would work from the floor, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And then it would take him 5 minutes to get off the floor. Doesn't it, normally?
That's right. You've got to give it a go.
So is it for you? Is it really enjoyable being with other chaps rather than in a mixed class? You really like the
Oh, yes.
engagement, yeah.
Yes, men only is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't have the sort of humour we have with ladies present.
And through Richard, you've discovered live jazz music, haven't you?
Well, not really through Richard,
But going to
through
jazz,
Tony.
going to jazz again.
Oh yeah, Tony.
Through Tony, yeah, who sends his best regards. by
Yeah,
the
so he's
way.
moved further afield, isn't he?
Yes, I'm going to see him on the 14th and 15th
Are you?
of this month.
Oh,
Well,
lovely.
can you remind him that he can still zoom in
Yeah.
when he's
He knows.
sorted out?
He
I know he
knows.
knows.
Yeah.
But when he's-
Pop in and say hello.
Because he used to live just round the corner,
Yeah,
didn't
he
he?
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Walking
Yeah.
So yeah, miss
Well,
him.
It's lovely that you keep in touch.
Oh, he's a great mate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
really nice.
and
Yeah.
made from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he introduced you to jazz, live jazz?
No,
no.
I've been into jazz for donkey's years, but Richard is the one that is now taking me to jazz nights.
Yes.
Wow.
He said he was
Great.
gutted because you didn't
Yeah.
come this week, and he's like, "Oh, where are the Brown Brothers?" And he goes, "Oh, there's a jazz night coming up on Friday or something."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, he
So-
rang me as soon as
He did. Good.
yeah, he got back.
Got in touch.
So
Yeah.
do you go with that to jazz night?
No, he's not into jazz.
Not into
it's
jazz?
not really my, not really my
You
scene.
get to be educated.
And you are a very, very, very clever artist, Rodney, aren't you? You really are. Your work is beautiful. I've got every single Christmas card you've ever designed for me. I've got them in a box. I'm hoping one day they'll be worth loads of money. But yeah, you're a really clever artist. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, at school, I had a great art teacher.
Did you? Always helps.
He was ex-Slade Paris
Oh,
and a Frenchman,
oh, really?
Donald Hoodcree.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and Donald took me under his wing, really.
Yeah.
Taught me how to sharpen a pencil
Yes.
and got me exhibiting at the Children's Royal Academy
Really? How
while I was
cool.
at school.
Oh my goodness! How amazing!
Yeah. And then I went into advertising
Oh, did you? Yeah.
on the creative side
Yes. Yeah.
to keep my sort of artwork going.
Yeah.
And had a wonderful life in the advertising world in Soho.
Did you?
Lovely that was.
In Soho. Okay. What were all sorts of models and things that I expect? Did you have?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I had this wonderful 14-year association with Vanity Fair,
Did you?
where 34B was the ideal bust for photography, and I would have to choose the models and.
What a job! I think Dwayne would like that. Gosh.
Yeah. So, and then in retirement, I've taken up painting
Painting. Yes. Yeah.
again after
Oh, it's wonderful.
many years of not doing it, and keeping me well occupied, really.
And your brain well occupied too.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So has that skill passed on to your children? Any of your children?
Oh yeah. I mean, Barney is very creative. So
Oh.
is Joe, my
Daughter.
eldest daughter,
Yes.
Joanna.
Yeah.
But not with the brush. I did send him to a lovely London School of Printing, but he didn't like it much, did he?
Didn't work out.
Did you always do what Dad said though, Barney?
No. Most of the time. But I think when you're 18, 17, you can be quite rebellious.
You can.
And don't always follow your parents' footsteps or advice.
So your children don't all live locally, do they? Barney does.
All but one.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My youngest, Lara,
Yeah,
is
she's
in Cheshire.
a yoga teacher, isn't she?
Yes.
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 I've seen her.
Yeah.
Very beautiful girl.
Pilates.
Oh, Pilates. That's
Pilates.
right. Yeah. If
Yeah.
only she lived here, we'd be laughing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does eyebrows as well.
That's it.
Do you do
That's
eyebrows?
I can learn. I can teach Pilates.
Yeah. Yes. When I met her, she's so beautiful. I was like, wow. Not saying you're not beautiful, darling, but she's really
She's stunning.
gorgeous. Yes, she is. She is very stunning. Yeah. So through your journey, when were you diagnosed with cancer?
Gosh. Well, it must have been the year you opened.
Oh, really? That year?
Yes, must have been.
Was that a shock? Do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. It
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my doctor saved my life, really.
Really?
Yeah, because I had no idea.
No.
And I'd never heard of.
Prostate.
No. I didn't know it existed. Well, we live in our own bubble, don't we?
Yeah.
We do.
You
Yes.
Yeah, I hear that often when people come to Cancer United, they've been diagnosed with something. Some people then start to really research or find out about what it is and what's happening to them and all that. And before, because it hasn't affected them, people don't worry about it. I suppose it's a bit like Cancer United. People don't know about us until they've been affected by cancer, really. And then
No, that's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was your GP that referred you, was it? Was
Yes.
it GP? Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yes.
That was really lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and you went for your treatment and you're fine.
Yeah.
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 This is good
That's right.
news.
Yeah, it was purely because of urine problems that she detected that something was
Wrong.
yeah, and did a test, and that was it. Next minute, I knew I was over in Brighton, wunderbar.
Yeah.
On the treadmill?
No,
No? Not-
no treadmill, radiotherapy.
Yeah, but when you're diagnosed with cancer, the reason I called Cancer United was because at the moment of diagnosis we are all joined. That's the moment that when we're told and we think, gosh, what's going to happen now?
Yeah.
So we're all joined at that moment. So how was that for you? Were you shocked? Were you upset? Were you frightened? Were you
No.
None of those things.
No.
Well done.
No, and in point of fact, when I got to Brighton, they had 3 theatres
Yes.
with 4-foot walls because of the radiotherapy.
Yeah.
And they vibed against one another,
Okay.
the teams, like you would
Yeah.
do here.
Yeah.
You know, and it was great fun, and I've never seen so many men.
Really?
I had no idea.
Goodness me.
I mean, it was
It's quite surprising.
Well, it was like a railway station. I mean, there was ever so many all the time coming through, and all looking miserable and fed up and wondering what the hell is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I met another lovely guy, and I got him going because he was miserable. And then the two of us got everybody else going.
Great.
And then we vibed with the teams.
Yes.
And we had the A team
Oh,
and
wow.
the B team.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And that was on our visit. So
Yeah.
what it was like other times, I've no idea.
Because you see the same people, don't you, when you go for radiotherapy?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
know. That happened to me as well.
Yes.
And they do all look miserable. But you see the same people, and on the day they finish their radiotherapy, they go, yes! But
Yes.
that's
Very intensive, wasn't it? I mean, you were going, was it every
every
other
day. Every day?
Or every day?
Every
Every
day.
day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
had to,
Yeah, you could get rid of me quick enough. Down to Brighton, wouldn't you?
well, I had an hour to wait. Had an hour duration.
Bye, Dad. Boom.
I'd be off to Kent Town seafront.
Yeah, it's there's usually a long wait anyway because the machines normally break
Yeah.
down and things. But that's really
But
interesting.
I don't like particularly waiting around inside
No.
hospitals. I'd rather be perhaps
No, these youngsters were
Down by the
marvellous. They
seafront.
really were. I mean, they worked like Trojans.
They do.
Trojans. I mean,
They do.
yeah,
Where would we be without them?
yeah, absolutely.
I know. So that's really, really an interesting thing to hear because to be so positive is a really good thing, Rodney, and to be able to do that to other people, you know, to sort of motivate them to be happier and
Yeah.
is great.
That's what we did.
And I think that's an example
Yeah.
of a see you fitter person myself, which is what you do here. I could often hear you laughing. Well, in the summer when the doors are open and
Yeah.
I'm in my office, I think, is he
You're-
doing anything?
Yeah.
Any exercise? They're all laughing.
You all work hard though, don't you? That's the important thing.
Yes, we do.
So they all feel like they've had a workout, I hope.
Definitely.
Oh, we love it.
Definitely.
But we have a good laugh, especially
Absolutely
when James comes on the screen.
Oh yeah, we love James.
Don't we? He's a lovely guy. But all of them, they're all nice in their own
Yeah.
different way. And I think we just create a bit of fun, don't we? We have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah.
But then you get challenged in regards to the exercises and stuff like that. Is there certain exercises you like or don't like, or do you like them all?
I like them all.
You like them all?
I do miss the weights a lot.
Yeah, well, you missed some because we did some this week.
Yes. So
yeah, yeah.
It was yeah.
So, but
At
you-
the bars, didn't you?
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bars.
Yeah, yeah.
So you'll see some of them next week. So
Yeah.
we'll get them out.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just kind of keeping you all challenged at your own levels what work for you. Because obviously some people might lift heavier, some people might lift lighter. Some people got different things going on for them. So it's just making sure everyone's. But I can remember when you first came and you'd have to sit down quite often because of your legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then obviously your leg strength is built up.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, before the pandemic, I was lifting 50k, wasn't
Yeah,
I?
that's right. Yeah.
Deadlift.
Deadlifts off the
Deadlift.
floor.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good,
Yeah.
Rodney. Blimey
Yeah.
heck. That is
Yeah.
Rodney, can you lift 50k?
Yeah, with them. Possibly.
And I think the other thing
The
is
following week.
And I try and beat Barney whenever.
yeah, they do.
Does he?
Yeah, Barney goes, I've done 21, and Rodney goes, ha ha, 22.
Yeah.
So the pandemic was hard, wasn't it, when we all couldn't go anywhere?
Yeah,
Very.
very much so.
Yeah.
Didn't miss it. Terribly.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But I think the good thing about you, though,
But
is
I
obviously we gave you a
exercise
band.
every day.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
We gave you a band, didn't we,
Yeah.
so you could do some
Yeah.
stuff at home.
Yeah,
And you still do stuff at home for yourself now.
every day.
Yeah.
I gave
Every
you a,
day.
I gave you a kettlebell.
Kettlebell?
Yeah, I've got a kettlebell. Yeah,
Excellent.
5k.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you mind telling us, if you don't want to, you don't have to, can you tell us how old you are, Rod?
Well, next month
Yes.
I shall be 89.
Wow.
Still going
You
strong.
are a shining star. Honestly, you're amazing. Really are amazing. You're an inspiration to all those people out there that say, "Oh, I can't do," because you can you can do, can't you?
Yeah.
You can always do something.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, what are you looking forward to now? 89. What have you got any goals in your life where you want to go? Just keep coming here, of course. We wouldn't let you not come. We'd come and find
well,
you.
Henley for one.
Oh, hey.
We're talking about Henley, weren't we?
We were
Yeah.
just talking about
Yeah.
that, weren't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Yes.
go to
No,
Henley.
that would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I've got lots of places I'd like to go to that I've been on my bucket list. But the kids have been marvellous to me. Having 6 kids, you see, it's quite good.
Couldn't have been
Not in the
easy.
beginning, but
Yeah,
maybe
no,
when you're
it's easy
89.
when they were young. Oh my goodness.
And yeah, so I've been ticking off the bucket list quite a lot.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Like what? What have you been ticking off?
I'm trying to think actually.
You went to the Edinburgh Tattoo, didn't you?
Oh yes,
Oh, did you?
that was one of my main ones.
Yeah.
Which was a wonderful.
Was that last year?
2 years.
Yeah,
2 years.
2 years ago.
For your birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I can remember you
Yes.
weren't here in the gym and we rang you. Do you remember?
Oh yes,
To wish you a happy birthday.
yes, absolutely.
I remember that.
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Yes. No, I think kids have been marvellous to me, so that's a no problem. I think the main thing is that coming here each week is. I was at the barn. I feel elated, don't I?
Yeah, you love it.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
That's
When I leave,
Yeah.
I feel a different person. You
Oh.
know, I feel all ready to go. You know?
It's definitely one of the highlights of your week, isn't it?
Oh yes, very much so.
And you enjoy the social side, the interaction with the guys.
Yeah.
here.
And then,
Dwayne.
and then we have to, we went out for a curry night, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then we had about
hello.
38, 40 people.
Yeah,
there.
amazing. You love
Gents
that.
that come along.
Yeah.
So we will do another one soon.
Yeah.
So we're
Well, you're
organising.
talking about another do, aren't you?
Yeah. So we do one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to organise another one. So
Yeah.
that should be good fun as well.
Yeah.
So, if you were to say something about Cancer United to the people listening, what would you say? Anthony, what would you say about us?
Get here as fast as you can.
Yeah, run.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, I mean, highly recommend it. I mean, it's as I say, it's been absolutely wonderful. Building my strength up again to the pitch that I'm now very fit indeed.
You are.
And I can compete with anyone in the gym, can't I?
Yeah.
You know, especially with my son. And I mean, I was in such a bad state when I arrived,
Yes.
following the radiotherapy,
Yes.
that you can't believe that
Yeah.
exercise, the right exercise,
Of course, the right exercise.
would get you to this level of fitness.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, what has it been, 5 years?
No more than that, darling. 2015.
Was it?
Yeah, so it's 8 years.
Is it really?
8 years.
Gosh.
How
Yeah,
Time
8
flies.
years. It does.
Yeah.
And you don't look any different than, well, you look fitter, but you look just as young as you did then.
Well, I did two days a week for 3 years.
Yes,
didn't I?
you did, yeah. With
The
cross
Monday
kickers.
and the Friday, I
Yeah.
think we did in those days.
Yeah.
And that I recommend
Yeah.
when they start
Yes.
coming.
To get
Yeah.
the fitness back.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was quite important.
Yeah.
And to keep the exercises up,
Definitely.
you know,
Yeah.
at home,
Yes.
very much.
Consistency is so important,
Yeah.
I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Coming once
Yeah.
a week, twice a week, and then
Yeah,
doing
I
your
think-
bits at home.
Well, we
That's
do
amazing.
notice if
Yeah.
Barney
miss a
can't
week.
bring me for a week.
Yeah.
The difference, don't we, Barney?
Yeah, definitely. You need to come weekly.
Yeah.
To get
You
the full
cycle, don't you,
benefit.
Barney, as well? Do you cycle?
I've kind of stopped for the moment,
Oh.
but when you know, if I'm able to resume the cycling, I'd like to definitely.
I was saying to Barney there might be a slight timetable change going on, which might.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a
Facilitate
stretch to go straight from cycling straight after the Wednesday
Yeah.
class,
Especially when you
and with
bring
Dad.
Yeah.
I need to get him home.
Yeah, well, there will be a timetable change. Well, the whole point is we are all constantly looking at people's attendances and
Yeah.
saying, that class isn't working, shall we change the time? You know, would it be better if we put it at another time?
Yeah.
But you are a remarkable person, and we're so happy to have you today.
Thank
Because
you
you
very
are a
much.
star and you're one of our founders, which is brilliant. So really, really happy. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, you two,
Thank you.
the Brown brothers.
Yes, the Brown Brothers.
Not at all, not at all. And thank you for starting it up.
Yes.
all right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's come a long way since I started. and
Yeah,
I'm
you've
very
done
happy.
wonders, sweetheart.
Very happy with it.
Fantastic setup.
It can only get better, and it will.
I'm looking forward to the new gym.
Oh, I can't. Oh, well, it's coming. It's coming. I promise you, it's coming. Yes, yeah.
And especially Ford, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it, Barb?
Yeah. It's coming, darling.
Yeah.
Very soon. So
Yeah,
we shall.
an aircraft hangar.
Yeah.
Well, it was just as we thought they were. Rodney was his usual wonderful self, was he not?
Yeah.
Just amazing.
He's quite a character, isn't
He's
he?
a real character. And 89 next birthday, my goodness. Just what we were saying. He's just amazing. I'm very sad it's the end of the series. We've had fun, haven't we?
Yeah, it's been really nice having all the members come in and
Yeah.
come and chat to us.
And Dr. Laurie.
Yes, of course.
And
yeah.
Dan Boardman.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's the end of this series. We've enjoyed it so much. We hope you will enjoy listening to it, have enjoyed listening to the series, and we are determined to do another series very soon. Are we not?
We are indeed.
We are.
Yeah.
So that's it from us. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye for me.
Okay, see you soon.